This final video is how you can test out of the WizIQ training. Everybody that's been enrolled in the WizIQ faculty training course will see that in their Blackboard list, but nobody is able to create sessions in here besides those of us that are given teacher access. So what we've done is, if you go to your course list and you go down to where it says WizIQ practice course, you've also been enrolled in here, but everybody in this course has teacher access. Obviously this is essentially a dummy course. There's nothing here, there's nothing to look at. All we're going to use this dummy course is to use as a WizIQ practice area. So again, we go under Tools and we scroll all the way down to where it says WizIQ Virtual Classroom, and you go ahead and you can schedule a class. Now if you're just practicing by yourself, you can just type the word, practice or whatever it is, and then you can go ahead and set it for over minutes. And I would encourage you not to record the practice session. Go in there and practice with just by yourself, or maybe somebody else in the training course. You can say, hey, meet me in the WizIQ practice course at this time, and we'll practice a session together and do it that way. But once it is time to actually test out, I would say put your name in there, and I'll say just Dan test out. Okay, Dan Petrock test out, and obviously I'll know that's in WizIQ. Set the duration. It probably should only take you about maybe even 10 minutes or less, and then you do want to record that session. So if I go ahead and hit submit, and I hit enter class, and I'm going to hit run this time. So there's only 10 things I want you to do, and those 10 things are listed in the training course, but I'm going to go through them right now. So you create a session, whether there is or is not people in here. The things I want you to do are, number one, make sure you know how to go into this drop down menu and find the device settings. So just in case you're having problems with your audio or video or whatever, you know how to start troubleshooting that. The other thing I want you to do is be able to mute and unmute your audio and video. Make sure you show those two things. And then hide that. The attendees list, obviously there's nobody else there. You can't really do much, but most people understand the buttons there for writing, speaker, and video. Just let me know you know how to chat. So just all you have to do is put the word chat there. Obviously you know how to do it. And you hit the send button if you want. The other thing I want you to do is learn how to extend a session. And let me go ahead and make that a little bigger. So make sure you chat. Make sure you know how to extend a session by clicking that button and just showing that you know where the drop down is. You don't have to actually do it. Make sure you pause and unpause the recording. Make sure you resume it so it keeps recording your session. So that's pretty much all you have to do on the right side. And then the left side, all you have to do is do the pointer tool, show that you know how to point. Use the writing tool, show that you know how to write. And honestly, out of all these tools on the left, that's the two you use the most, so that's the only ones we really need to do in the assessment. Up here, make sure you know how to add a new tab, and toggle between tabs, how to use the undo and redo buttons, and then upload some piece of content, whatever it is. You can pick anything you want, just upload something. And we're not going to test anybody out on the media player. Some people use YouTube and some people don't, and you don't have to be tested out on polling or the breakout room. So the 10 things are: number one, the device settings; number two, the audio and video muting; number three, the chat; number four, extending sessions; number five, pause and resume recording. Then we want to go over to the left side and do the pointer and pen tools, and then we want to add a whiteboard, the undo and redo buttons, the upload content, and then the last one you have to do is just the screen sharing. And all you have to do is hit share screen, hit start sharing screen, and then it should just ask you what you want to share. Again, mine's asking whether I want to share an application, a window, or desktop, and just hit one of those. I'll just share my desktop, and I'll minimize, close that. there's my desktop, and that's pretty much it. So there, I've shown the 10 things I need to show. I have enough working knowledge to actually hold an office hour hopefully at this point. I have stopped sharing, and when I'm done, I just go ahead and end my session and email me, Dan Petrock, and I'll type that in here, dgpetrock@dmac.edu. There it is. So if you email me and say, hey, I've tested out